Please welcome Paul Knight.
Thank you, Palmer Chiropractic. How are you tonight? That was a fantastic response, but I think we can do even better than that. When I ask, how are you tonight, I'd like you all to respond by saying, great! So how are you tonight?
Great!
That was wonderful! Give yourselves a round of applause! And congratulations, you have just followed your first suggestion of the evening. And that's what this demonstration is all about, following suggestion. And the way I'm going to help you follow suggestion is through hypnosis. And that means that in just a few moments, I'm going to invite several lucky volunteers forward to be hypnotized. Now, I will let you know in advance, we are putting this on film. And sir, you might want to slide over a little bit so people, because you're kind of right in line with the camera. Thank you. Is that better? Thank you very much. So if you're volunteering, you're also accepting that you're going to be on this film. And I will be able to, if you would like a copy of the film, see me later. Now, the people I'm looking for volunteers are people with three important qualities. I'm looking for people with good imagination, good concentration, and the ability to follow instructions. Well, you may be surprised here because I'm going to do a few tests to see how well you can do. The first test is one of imagination. So what I would like everyone to do is simply imagine that in my hand I am holding a nice, juicy, yellow lemon. And as you're imagining this lemon, imagine I'm cutting the lemon in half. Now imagine that you're holding on to this half of a lemon. Imagine the smell of the lemon. Imagine the juice dripping down the side of the lemon. Imagine taking this lemon, putting it up to your mouth, and sucking on it. And as I did that, I was hearing some people kind of going, or ooh. And if you were one of those people, or if you noticed your mouth water or pucker, raise your hand. Okay, and how many of you didn't want to admit you noticed that? Yeah, I thought so. All right. Well, the second test is one of concentration. And for this, I'm going to ask you to do something very difficult. I need you to, for a moment, and only for a moment, put down your drink. I know it's a challenge. Nobody said hypnosis was easy. Now what I'd like you to do is take your hands and put them straight in front of you, something like this. Now as you're doing that, I'd like you to close your eyes for a moment or two and concentrate on your hands. So close your eyes for a moment or two and concentrate on your hands. And as you're concentrating, I'd like you now to imagine that in your right hand, you're holding a very heavy bucket of sand. Just imagine in your right hand a very heavy bucket of sand. And as you're imagining this, imagine in your left hand 100 helium balloons. Imagine in your left hand 100 helium balloons. And as you're imagining this, keeping your arms where they are, open your eyes and look around the room. Okay, you can lower your arms now and you can pick up your drinks again. And what you no doubt noticed is that there were some people who looked something like this. Not a lot of motion, not a lot of movement. There are several people I saw look more like this, or like this, or even a couple of people closer to this. And I saw one guy who I won't point out who looked a whole lot more like this. I hope he was holding up that bucket of sand.
Where are they?
Now the final test is that of following instructions. Not going to do that test with those people who'd like to volunteer to be hypnotized. So right now, if you'd like to volunteer, and I'm going to ask you to please leave your drinks at the table, because if you bring them up here, they may spill, and we don't want to have that kind of alcohol abuse tonight. So if you will, if you'd like to volunteer, just come right on up right now and line up in front of these chairs. Come on up and stand up in front of the chairs. Come on up. This is your moment. Come on up. Just line up and please stand up in front of the chairs. Stand in front of the chairs. We've got several more chairs here, so let's get a few more people up here. Let's get a few more guys up here. Come on, we're not going to let the ladies have all of them, just these two guys. All right.
Yeah, you too.
And I've got room for at least a couple more people. Let's get a couple more people up here. Let's get a couple more people up here. Come on. All right. And I'll take more than we have chairs. I can get more chairs very easily. So I'll take as many people as I can get here.
Steven.
We've got a couple of chairs down here.
Come on, Steve.
All right. Looks like we've still got one more space here.
Steve, come on, let's go. Let's go, Bill.
Let's get one more guy up here. All right. Let's give a round of applause for our volunteers. Now, as I've mentioned, the final test is that of following instructions. So what I'm going to do is ask you a series of questions. If the answer to the question is yes, I would like you to raise your hand, something like this. Approximately.
I'm ready.
Do you understand these instructions? All right, congratulations, you passed the test. Nice job, everyone. Good work. Now it is time to find out more about our volunteers. How many of you here are students at Palmer? Excellent. And is there anyone up here who is not a student at Palmer? That's okay.
I got sucked out.
That's fine. And let's find a little bit more about you. How many of you here are single?
Yes.
How many of you are married?
Yes.
How many of you are someplace in between or aren't quite sure?
No.
Okay, you heard it here first. All right. Well, now I've got some good news for everyone.
Okay.
Those are the most personal questions I'll be asking the rest of the night. I'm sorry, folks, they're not paying me enough to get the really good stuff. But I do have an important safety instruction. First, I would like you to note that if you look straight in front of you, you have several people sitting at these tables. You have a lot of tables right in front of you, and you might want to move back a little bit because you're a little bit too close. Maybe slide around to the side of the table. Thank you. Now, you will note that those tables are here, and at times during the show, you'll be getting up and moving. Realize these tables and chairs are here, because the last thing we want you to do is run to the table, crack your head open, and bleed all over the tablecloth, because those tablecloths are expensive to clean. So, just be aware of where you are. Be aware that you have a fairly small area to work with. And if at any point you're in doubt of where you are, simply open your eyes and look, because it is okay to have your eyes open while you're hypnotized. So does everyone understand these safety instructions?
I didn't hear. But yes.
You did not hear the safety instructions.
But
The
it's
safety instructions, be careful of the tables.
okay.
Okay? Now, I have two more questions to ask, and then we'll get on with the hypnosis. First, prior to today, how many of you have been hypnotized? Okay, a few of you, that's wonderful. And the rest of you are virgins.
I couldn't.
I mean, to hypnosis. Now, I said I wasn't going to get that personal. All right, and now the most important question of all. Are you ready
Yes.
right now to take your seats? No.
Yeah.
Are you ready right now to be hypnotized?
I don't know. This is halfway.
Okay, I get a sense of some hesitation from a couple of people here. I will let you know right now, if you do not want to be hypnotized, I will guarantee it will fail.
I want to.
And all that will happen is it's simply going to mess it up for everyone else. So if you do not want to do this, this is your moment to step down.
Don't let Steve leave. Steve?
Then include Steve if he does not want to do it.
He does.
I'll try it. I'll try
He's
it. I'll try it.
teasing.
I'll be a good sport.
All right, thank you, Steve, for being a great sport about this. Now again, if you really don't want to do it, it's going to make it worse. Okay, thank you. I do appreciate that. All right. Now, I do have two favors to ask of everyone. First, for the people in the audience, please, for the next several minutes, no flash photography. Please, no flash photography. Non-flash is okay, no flash photography. Also, if you have a cell phone that may be going off, this is a good time to turn off your cell phone.
Andy.
All right, and now I have one other favor to ask of everyone. For the next several minutes, while I'm doing the hypnosis, the quieter you are, the better this will work. And especially for the people up front, please, no talking. So the quieter you are, the better this will work, and I do appreciate your cooperation on this. Thank you very much, everyone. All right. Well, now I'd like all the volunteers to make sure they are standing directly in front of one of the chairs. If you don't have a chair, that's okay. Okay, does everybody have a chair down there?
Yes.
Great. Now what I'm going to do is one more test. And then from that test, I'm going to put you into hypnosis. So what I would like everyone to do, and again, I need you to be as quiet as you can now.